Exercises on paragraph basics. Firstly, let's learn how to write good topic sentences. We said that the topic sentence is the first sentence of a paragraph, which sums up the main point of this type of text. The idea which is expressed in the topic sentence should cover the whole paragraph. How to write a good topic sentence? Let's take two examples. The first, differences between school and university. The second, school and university are different in many ways. The second example is a good topic sentence, while the first is not. Why? The first example is not a good topic sentence because it is not a sentence. If we examine its structure, we'll find that it looks like a title. Differences between school and university. Here, this can be a subject, but there is no predicate. Grammatically speaking, it is not a sentence. This can be a good title, but not a good topic sentence. Let's transform it into a grammatical sentence. We can say, for example, school and university, the subject, are different in many ways. Grammatically speaking, the sentence is complete. It has its necessary parts. Now let's examine the content of this good topic sentence. We have two parts, school and university. This is the topic, what the discussion is about, and are different in many ways. This is the controlling idea. Every good topic sentence should have a topic and something that is said about it. This is called the controlling idea because it controls the content of the following sentences. The third quality of a good topic sentence is that the controlling idea should be narrow. It shouldn't be too large. Here, if we read this one, school and university are different in many ways, so it is only about the differences between school and university. The discussion is limited. The writer will be obliged to talk only about the differences and to exclude any other idea which is not related to these differences. So the controlling idea should be narrow and focused. Here is a short exercise. We have two paragraphs in which topic sentences are missing. We try to read the content of each and try to write an appropriate topic sentence by respecting the features that we have explained. We should write a complete sentence. This sentence should have two parts, the topic and the controlling idea, and the controlling idea should be focused. We take the first. When you travel to Europe, you can visit many different countries such as England, Spain, Germany, and Greece. In this idea, we understand that there are different countries in Europe. We continue. Many different languages are spoken in Europe, and the cultures of the countries are all unique. This is another major support sentence. The idea of this sentence is that there are different languages and different cultures in Europe. Let's move on to the next idea. Also, the weather in Europe varies a lot. In this idea, here, focus is on the differences in weather. Then we have an explanation in the following ideas. Countries in the north are very cold and you can go skiing. In the south, there are beautiful beaches and these are popular places for vacations. These are two minor support sentences which support the idea about the weather, differences in the weather. Then, as you can see, Europe is a very interesting place with different kinds of people and many possibilities. Here, this looks like a general sentence which stresses one idea, which is differences and Europe being an interesting place. We notice that the whole discussion in this paragraph is about differences in countries, differences in languages, differences in cultures, differences in the weather in Europe. So the whole thing is about differences in the European continent. Differences, we can say variety or diversity. We notice that in the concluding sentence, the writer stresses the idea that Europe is an interesting place because of this diversity. Here we can formulate a topic sentence. In our topic sentence, we should mention the idea of the existing differences in Europe, or the diversity or variety, and we should link it to the idea that Europe is an interesting place because of this diversity. Let's formulate these ideas in one sentence. We can say, diversity in Europe makes it a fascinating continent. We take now the second paragraph. He lives by himself in a one-room apartment, carpeted with dirty clothes, books, and crumpled candy wrappers. Messiness. Stacks of paper cover the chair, seats. Messiness. Socks bake on the lampshades. Again, the same idea of chaos or messiness. When Petty makes a date or an appointment, he may jot down the time and place on a scrap of paper that is soon tucked into a pocket and forgotten. Or more likely, he doesn't jot down the information at all. Here we notice the name of the person who is being described and how he is an unorganized person. Then, as a result, Petty often arrives late or he completely forgets to appear. His grades have suffered too because few instructors will put up with a student who arrives out of breath 10 minutes after the class has begun, and whose wrinkled, carelessly scrawled papers arrive late, of course, punctuated with coffee stains and melted chocolates. Here, again, we have a description of a person who is untidy. The less Petty controls his sloppiness, the more it seems to control him. This looks like a concluding sentence in which the idea of sloppiness or messiness or disorganization is expressed explicitly. We notice that the whole discussion is about how this person is a disorganized person. We can say Petty's untidiness is a terrible habit. Here you can play with words. You can replace the word untidiness with its synonym like sloppiness or another close word. What is important is that you keep the same idea and you formulate a grammatical sentence, complete sentence. Petty's untidiness, the topic, the second feature of a good English paragraph, the controlling is unity. Idea. A paragraph has unity when all the sentences, all the ideas discuss one point. In that case, we say that the paragraph is unified. A unified paragraph has no irrelevant sentences. Here is an exercise. Are the following paragraphs unified? So you decide whether the paragraph is unified or not unified. There is unity or there is no unity. Then, if the paragraph has no unity, which sentences exactly do not deal with the topic? Paragraph 1. Built on a beautiful green plain, Bursa is a wonderful place to go for a holiday. This is the topic sentence, which announces that Bursa is a wonderful place for a holiday. How is it a wonderful place for a holiday? We expect to find an explanation. Both the city and the surrounding countryside are full of things of interest. This is a relevant sentence. In addition, for those who like an active life, there are good facilities for snow and water sports, many pleasant walks, and a well-equipped campsite just outside the city. Another relevant sentence. No matter whether the visitor wishes to spend a lot of money or only a little, there is a hotel and a restaurant to suit his pocket. Relevant. No matter whether the visitor comes in winter or summer, he will never find the weather uncomfortable. Relevant. No matter whether the visitor is an adult or a child, he will find much to do, to see and to enjoy in and around Bursa. Relevant. Here there is no concluding sentence. We notice that all of the supporting sentences develop the idea that Bursa is a wonderful place to go for a holiday. Then we say that the paragraph is unified. There is no irrelevant information. We take the second paragraph. What do we mean by global warming and what causes it? Here we expect the discussion to be about the meaning of global warming and its causes. The surface temperature of the Earth has risen by about 1 degree Fahrenheit over the past century. This is related to what global warming is. Relevant. The term means the warming of the Earth's atmosphere believed to be caused by accumulation of greenhouse gases. This is again an idea which explains the meaning of global warming, and at the same time it gives an idea about the causes. Greenhouse gases mainly are carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous. Relevant. This is a minor support sentence. Nitrous oxide is sometimes called laughing gas and is used by dentists. This has nothing to do with the discussion. Irrelevant. Many scientists believe that human activities such as forest burning, use of fossil fuels, and nuclear fission contribute to global warming. This is about the causes, so it is relevant. There is no concluding sentence. In this paragraph, there is one idea which is irrelevant, therefore the paragraph has no unity.